So, for my project, I created an activity to engage and educate my second grade class about the differences in fruits and vegetables. So, to start off, I created this poster to show my class, and it shows all of the fruits and vegetables that will be in the store that they will be shopping in. So, to see if they can kind of get their familiarity on which fruits and vegetables are and which, even if they are a fruit or a vegetable, I was going to have them label a piece of paper 1 through 15 and write down for each one if they thought it was a fruit or a vegetable and what they thought the name of it was. This will relate to their cognitive development because they will have to think back and relate to what they know and also see if they can relate to even the fruits and vegetables. So, after that, each kid is going to be given a bag, and on it, they will write their name. I have my name there, you can't really see it. And it's their produce. This will be used as their shopping bag. In addition, they'll be given a $5 bill and 5 ones. Now, each person is going to get with a partner. So, the first person is going to act as the cashier, and then the other person will shop, and then after we do that round, everybody will switch and each have a role. So that relates to the social development because we'll have to interact and see who's going to go shopping first and who's going to be the cashier first. And then the rules are no running and no pushing. So on the table, they'll have all different fruits and vegetables that they saw on the poster before lined up. And the only rule other than no pushing or running is that they have to get 1 fruit and 1 vegetable. So they'll have to try and relate, and they're allowed to ask their partners for help, which also relates to their social development because they have to interact with each other and won't be afraid to ask for help. So each one has a price on the back, and each child will get a fruit and a vegetable. There's all of the vegetables and fruits that they saw prior on the poster on the table. And then once they get their fruit and vegetable in the bag, they'll go up to their partner, who will be seated, and we'll show them what they have. And on the back of each fruit and vegetable is a price. So, for example, this pumpkin, which is a vegetable, would be $1. So the cashier has to make sure that they have a fruit and a vegetable, and they have to add up the price. So they would pay the cashier, and then after they pay the cashier, they would both sit down and raise their hand, and I will go over and check and make sure they're okay. Then once everybody's seated, we will switch and do it again. The money aspect, I would make sure that we're learning about money and like the exchange of money and math while we're doing this, so that way they kind of know what's going on. They know what the dollar sign looks like. For their physical development, they'll have to make sure that they're not pushing or shoving around. They have to walk. If they're not walking, they have to sit back down and take a minute, and then they get to go and pick up their food. For social, they'll communicate what they have with each other. They have to make sure that they know the names of the fruits and vegetables that they have, and they can always ask for help. They can even ask me for help, which relates to their social development also. And then their cognitive, when they're doing their poster and writing down what they think, when they're looking at the poster rather, and writing down which they think is a fruit or a vegetable and the name of what it is. And also, something that I thought would be interesting for them is to kind of introduce that there's like different colors of the same vegetables. Like, for example, there's 3 different colored peppers on here. And for the apples, the apple that will be on the table is green, so it might confuse them a little bit, but there is red ones too. And then also another thing that I thought would be interesting for this project is that there's a pumpkin on here, which many kids might not know is a vegetable, and so they can relate to it easier. And then an onion too. They might not even know what that looks like, not cut up and everything. So it kind of introduces them to new fruits and vegetables. And I wanted to do this because introducing new foods increases their acceptance. Like when they see someone teaching it who they look up to, explaining it and like relating to it, it will kind of increase their acceptance and maybe get some of the picky eaters kind of open up at home to healthier foods for them. And also like repeated unpressured exposure will increase their acceptance to them. So by doing this, it's a fun activity for them to go around and get a fruit and a vegetable and kind of act as a cashier like they see in the food store. And while they're doing it, they're learning about fruits and vegetables. So, thank you.